Some wisdom is found on the surface, and some wisdom takes us deeper. Welcome to Get Deep, where we dive into the thoughts, truths, and affirmations that help us grow, reflect, and move forward. I'm Deborah D.E.E.P. Mouton, and every episode we'll explore the power of words, the strength of resilience, and the beauty of introspection. Come in, take a seat, and let's get deep. Listen, I ain't shit sometimes. I think it's okay for us to acknowledge that sometimes we're not the best versions of ourselves. Sometimes we fall short, and sometimes those shortfalls happen in public. They're ugly and messy, and sometimes people record them. Sometimes they live longer than we want them to, and it's harder to take back our action than it was to do it in the first place. I remember a flight I took recently. It all started off well. I was headed out to workshop a new production. I know how to pack like a routine now, making sure that nobody bothers my belongings, that anything questionable finds its way into my check bag. But having a metal knee makes things a little more tricky in going through security. I keep promising myself that I'll pay for the TSA pre-check. Sometimes it always falls off my list when my paycheck comes. It just feels like an unneeded expense when I can walk through security like everyone else. Though maybe this moment proved that I need it more than ever. I remember I had a shirt on that said, "Love your neighbor," as a declaration and a reminder to myself that sometimes travel means a little bit more patience for the people around you. But I was not expecting people to push and shove me through the line, for the TSA agent to use extra force in pressing on my incision, for the braces to set off every alarm that there was to have. And then there was the searching through my belongings. The TSA agent took everything out, displaying each toiletry and pair of underwear I packed in my carry-on. It was embarrassing. I was upset and irritated. By the time I got to the plane, I was even more frustrated that somehow the company flying me out had booked me the smallest seat in human existence. The person in front of me decided to recline down into my knee, digging in for over 3 hours of a flight. We got into the air only to take even longer on the flight. We were delayed, circling around the airport. By the time we landed, many people were in jeopardy of missing their connections. So on the PA, the stewardess got on and told everyone that if they didn't need to make a connection, to please just sit still and let everyone else into the aisle so that they could get where they needed to go. It was my final destination, so I sat still, holding on, trying to be respectful. But the people in front of me didn't care. They flooded the aisles, one even backing so much into me that he stepped on me. I moved my foot, unwedging it from under his, only for him to step back again, now bumping my knee down deeper into the seat and standing on my ankle. This was not my finest moment. I cannot say I'm proud of what happened next, but before I knew it, both my hands were on his body, shoving him full force off of me, screaming, "Just get off of me and let people off." I then saw the man in the seat next to me read my shirt, as if to say he was judging me by the clothes that I was wearing. I knew I had fallen short and I had no idea what to do about it. It was an ugly mistake, and I wish I could go back and apologize. But sometimes we are not our best. And having grace with others means having the grace with yourself to give yourself a moment to mess up and maybe not be able to apologize. We can't run back every decision. Sometimes the best thing we can do is live with the consequences, knowing that we can get up and be a better person tomorrow. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. I hope this moment of reflection stays with you, guides you, and reminds you to keep going. If you found value in this episode, let's keep the conversation going. Follow me on Instagram at Live Life Deep and share your thoughts, your wisdom, and your light. And if you're enjoying the podcast, the best way to support it is simple. Subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Your support helps others find this space of growth and inspiration. This has been a Gemini's production. You can explore some of the other podcasts on the network by going to GeminisProductions.com or following on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube at Gemini's Productions. Until next time, remember, you've been given today. What you do with it is up to you.